All right, thanks again for joining us, everybody. So I'm Paul, Jackson Technologies. I'm the CEO of Jackson Technologies. We've been in business since 2005, and we help many small businesses in the Pittsburgh area, just like you guys. So this is our cybersecurity briefing. We run this every week, and we're going to go over, how does the current cyber landscape impact my organization, or I guess really it's your organization. Should probably replace that word. And at the end, you have a chance to book a call with us, a one-on-one call, and that's the link right there. Let me see if I can, or maybe Nick, maybe you can put it in the chat also, so you guys can click that at any point and get on our calendar. So our agenda, we're going to go over what's really going on. How does this actually impact me and my company? What is the cost? What do I have control over? And how can I use this as leverage for growth in my company? Here's a little bit about our team. That's me up there, Paul Jackson. Bill was one of our technicians. Roanne's one of our admin assistants. We got Rodessa on marketing. You guys already talked with Nick, and we have a couple other people as well who didn't want to be pictured. So, and we're on a mission to help you grow your business and protect what matters most. Some call us small business superheroes. So, what's really going on? So, cybersecurity attacks are at an all-time high. I'm sure you guys have realized, probably bombarded with spam emails and text messages and ads and probably phone calls and everything else. And there's a shortage of skilled cybersecurity professionals. So in 2023, 61% of small businesses have been hit with some form of cybersecurity attack, and 87% of them are attacked again after that first attack. So, once the bad guys got your information, especially if you pay them, or especially if they get something out of you, they are going to keep coming back and hitting you again. So who does this actually impact? So 91% of cyber attacks begin with a phishing email to an unsuspected victim. Again, I just mentioned the spam emails and things I'm sure you guys are getting. The small businesses are the lifeline of our economy because you power the people, the market, the logistics, and the supply and demand of the world. So, and all of these stats, by the way, they came from various FBI and other government reports that we spend our time reading through to better give you information and better help you. So what's the cost? So there has been and can be substantial financial losses, reputational damage, regulatory fines, customer distrust, and C-level turnaround. All right, and we have a couple examples we're going to go over in case you haven't heard about them. So here's a ransomware attack that happened against Loan Depot for $27 million. That's what they reported anyway, and that was in January 2024. So this was a data breach where the criminals stole names, addresses, email addresses, and other personal identifiable information. This amount includes costs to investigate and remediate the cybersecurity incident. So, whenever you get caught with something like this, and if you happen to pay the people attacking you, there's also other costs involved between lawyers and other professional fees, cybersecurity professionals, etc. And here we got another one here. $17 million. So this was Heatronics, and this was another ransomware attack, and it cost them over $17 million, and other expenses, and that's a lost revenue. Yeah, so here's some of the other expenses. So 2.3 million of additional expenses, and lost approximately $15 million of revenue during the fourth quarter. So again, when your business is shut down and you're trying to restore from a cybersecurity event, you have the fees you might have to pay the criminals, the fees you're paying your legal, refunds you might be giving to your customers. You may have employees might quit on you. And of course, loss of business while your company shut down. And that came from securityweek.com. And got one last one to share with you. This one came from cybernews.com. Again, these are among many websites that we enjoy and sit back and love to read every single day that you guys probably wouldn't enjoy as much. So we have almost 50 PII categories. So PII is personal identifiable information. So things like security numbers, addresses, phone numbers, that kind of thing. That's what PII is. Categories impacted in a data breach at East Valley Institute of Technology. So this is a technology institute, of course. They suffered a cybersecurity incident that involved roughly 48 different categories of personally identifiable information and affected over 200,000 current and former students. So, of course, this isn't a fun thing to have to report to your employees, students, parents, etc. And this happened earlier this year, January 9th, 2024. All right. So how can you use this as leverage for growth? When you partner with a trusted technology and cybersecurity provider, like us, of course, you enhance operational efficiency, protect your intellectual property, and foster customer trust. And assessing your risk is the first step. And we call that a CSRA, or cybersecurity risk assessment. So that's our first step that we would do. And once we run the assessment, we would create a presentation for you with a handful of slides targeted to your company directly, so you can see how vulnerable you really are and what do you have control over. So how proactive you are in mitigating your risk, who you invest in a trusted partner, and the speed at which you move. And that is it in our short little simple slides here. So as I mentioned, the next step would be to book a discovery call where we would talk one-on-one, about you and specifically about your company. So we do anything from co-managed to completely managed, depending on what you guys need. We cover all of Pittsburgh, PA, and we have done projects outside of PA also. Nick and I are sitting in our office in Monroeville right now.
Okay, excellent. Well, I think that's just about all we have to go over, if no one has any other questions. So thank you guys so much for attending our briefing. I hope you guys learned something, and if you have any questions in the future, like Paul said, we host this on a kind of semi regular basis, so definitely feel free to tune in again. Just reach out.